is Chloe of Save the Victual. How's everybody doing today? Your older than average YouTuber is here with another video. Today is just going to be a chatty get ready with me because I'm a little bored and I thought I'd play with some makeup, play with some budget makeup for a brand that unfortunately is no longer available. But when you have makeup in your collection, you know what you need to do? You need to use it. And I have a lot, so there we go. And if that's something that you're into, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so the weather is starting to get a little bit better, but it has been kind of rainy and yucky, and I was a little bored, so I thought I'd start filming, and then the gardening guys started, so hopefully you don't hear all the buzzing in the background. But one of my friends was doing a clean of their collection, and I managed to inherit a little bit more sea color, and some of these fun black stars, so I don't know, maybe we will use them. And I thought since I have some other sea color, some lips, some eyeliner, some highlighter, I do have some other palettes, but I thought I would focus on these new ones. I'll do an almost full face of sea color cosmetics. Unfortunately, they don't exist anymore. I just got into them and here we are. So what can you do? I did take part in that last sale, so did my friend, and they ended up not liking, or it wasn't quite what they wanted, so I inherited a few extra palettes. While I love a lot of bright colors too, I lean more, I do lean more towards greens, yellows, like that, than I do pinks. They like to do a lot more pinks, I think, in purples plus greens. So these palettes were a little bit more muted than what they had hoped, and the blushes were not quite the color palette that they liked. I like very peach and coral, and they definitely like more pink, and the photo looked quite different for them. So I inherited, and yay me. So I thought, since the weather's been crappy the last few days and then it was busy on the weekend, I really didn't get to film new releases. There weren't really any, and then there was nothing that I wanted to build, so I kind of gave a skip to Monday's video. I felt kind of bad, so I thought maybe we could just play with some makeup since I'm bored. I worked extra yesterday. I had to go in the office for a meeting. The meeting ran about an hour longer than it was supposed to, and I went in earlier, so I was able to bag off really early today. So that's great. So that gives me some time to play with some makeup, enjoy playing with the makeup, and get to wear it for a while, because who wants to wash it off right away, right? Not me. Okay, so I have two different palettes. So I prime my eyes, again, as always, the P. Louise Rumor 2 until it's gone, and then we will move on to one of my other bases that I have. We have two different palettes. This is the Bold and the Beautiful. This was a part of a collection of palettes. I have the others in the collection, but I didn't have this one, so that is very exciting, and it is this color story here. I'm, again, not much of a glitter person, but I did find that I quite liked the sea color ones. I think I don't like them when they're too thick, too big, and I don't like them when they're encapsulated in gel. But sometimes if you get the right consistency that's almost like eyeshadow and then just plain glitter, and they stick a little bit more and it doesn't take so much to pack on, then I like them a little bit better. And I've been quite liking the ones from Sea Color. So there we go. And then we also have the palette here. And this one I think we both liked because of the cover. This is the Death Valley palette, and it has a very Art Deco kind of look, which I love, and it has this color story here, and it was way more muted in person for their taste than it looked more vibrant on the website. There we go. But I love me yellows, so I really like this. So I thought we could maybe play with these two palettes today. This one has some yellow and orange in it as well. It has that kind of beautiful orangey glitter. And yeah, so I thought maybe we could play with all the yellows in here, the yellow and oranges in there, and maybe create something. See what happens. We're just playing, so I will grab myself a little brush here, and I washed all my brushes this weekend, so I did manage to do that, so that's always good. All right, so I'm gonna go, let's start, yeah, so we're gonna start in the Bold and the Beautiful palette, and we're gonna go with the shade called Flawless, and it is kind of like the darkest kind of orange shade in there, and we're gonna put that into our outer corner. So I did have a fun weekend. My friends and I went to it's a yearly event. Before COVID, I had gone for the first time on their 10th anniversary, and then I went, last year was the first year since the Panini, so I went for 11th, and then this year was the 12th of what's called the Cup. It used to have a different name, but the name was changed for political reasons, but here we are. So it is now just called the Cup, and it's basically like Ascot. So that's our yearly thing, to dress up in fancy hats or fascinators and get dressed up and go to the horse races. And they have a couple of horse races. They've got food and drinks out that you can buy. There's a casino in there as well. So a couple of my friends and I decided to go because we like to get dressed up. And it's nice to people watch. Then you can see all the other people that are dressed up and all the gentlemen in their dapper outfits. If I remember, I'll pop a couple of photos. We didn't take too many. We just did at the entrance. We took photos because somebody will take pictures of you in front of the little sign. And then we took a few other photos. And that was pretty much it. We kind of just went there to enjoy watching all the people, to watch some of the races, do a little betting in the casino, have a nice lunch. It's just a nice day. So we did that, and I liked to get dressed up. So wearing a fancy hat and a pretty dress and cute but comfy shoes, because it's pretty kind of rocky in the area, like it's not quite stable. So if you want to wear high heels, may the forces be with you. The ones I have are like cute little heels, so, and they're quite broken in, so it was nice and comfy to wear all day. So we had a good time doing that, and then I had food from Nuba, and it's like a Middle Eastern restaurant. This is the second year. The very first year I went, I didn't order food. I think I might have ended up having some fries. I think we bought the tickets, I think more at last minute, or just at the cutoff, so I think food might have mostly already been sold out, but that was okay. The last couple of years I was smart and pre-ordered food just in case. I mean, they don't run out too quickly. Maybe if you wait till like a couple hours to the end of the day, maybe. But then they have all different drink vendors out, so you can have fancy cocktails or just your normal wine and coolers and things. So that was a lot of fun. And then it's nice hanging out with my friends. My friend won a little bit in the casino and I didn't, and then I won a little bit in the horse racing, so we all came out ahead a few dollars. Not a lot, a few dollars, but it was good. That makes for lots of fun. Okay, so there you go. This one on really nicely. This is a very pretty color. It's more it's almost have a, yeah, I did I grab the right shade? Oh, after all that, did I use the wrong shade? I think I did. Or did I? Oh, no, I did. I went to the color next to it. All right. So I ended up going into the shade Dope instead of Flawless. So let's add some more Flawless into the bottom, and we'll leave the other color as the blending color. That's what I get for talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. But there we go. Yeah, that's better. So it's a little bit darker, but I'm still going to go back into that shade Dope, the latest shade on top there. Just into the edge. Been trying to make myself do a few more rounded looks and not do everything winged out. So there we go, and then again back into Flawless. Look at that darker orange. See what happens when I start yapping. Yeah. And then Sunday I didn't do a lot. I just did stuff like washing my brushes, doing laundry, picking up cat food and things. But because it was quite the eventful day on Saturday and I was a bit tired, I even had a nap in the afternoon. It was quite nice. But that didn't make for any filming time. So there we go. All right, so there we go. So we use the two out of the 3 colors that we're wanting to out of here. So we use those 2. We're gonna leave because this is the brighter yellow, so I think we're gonna use that more for the inner corner. So now we're gonna go into the Death Valley palette, and then we're gonna go into, I think we're gonna go into, is that Pinion Jupiter? That one there. And then we're going to put that one a little bit more into the middle. Oh yeah, that works perfect as the next color. And then we'll put on a nice bright glitter. It's going to be a very mustardy yellow look. As I said, I just wanted to play with the sea color. There we go. That's nice. They're all going together and they're blending really well. Then I think, so this one was the super bright one, so let's go into this shade called Sun Heat. That's the next one there. I think this time though I am going to use a slightly smaller brush. I'll also use one of the Juvia's Place ones. And let's go into Sun Heat. Yeah, it's sad that they went bankrupt. The Panini hurt a lot of brands. Clothing, food, makeup, took down quite a few sadly, and I think the makeup realm is pretty saturated with different brands, but you don't always have to pay a lot of money for makeup, and that was kind of the nice thing about Sea Color, that quality is decent. I like it better than ColourPop, so that's saying something. And it was very inexpensive. You know, maybe me and other people, if we had all discovered it a little bit earlier, maybe they might have survived. But there we go. All right, so this is really pretty. Like I really love yellows and oranges. And then I do still want to go into that super bright one here. This one is called Confident. And then maybe we want to do a matte inner corner. Let's try that. So there we go. Just a slightly brighter inner eye. Then underneath, let's just go back with Flawless to start. Well, it looks way later in the camera here. See, I washed all my brushes. Now it's like, hey, let's use them all. Okay. So, Flawless. Oh, yeah, the light is definitely getting brighter out there. It was all rainy this morning, and yesterday it was torrential rain. It took me like an hour to get home yesterday. No, over an hour. Did it? Yeah, hour and 15. I usually try to leave earlier in the afternoon if I go into the office, so that way I don't leave when the big crush is on for traffic, but because the meeting went longer, I didn't have a choice. But it was a really great meeting. I got to meet some clients that we've just emailed for like a year, I guess. So meeting in person was quite nice. And then I think I'm going to use the brighter one that we use for the inner corner, Confident, for the front part of our eye. And then we will look into the glitter here. There is a yellowy shimmer, but the glitter is more of an orangey shade. This is going to be just a nice summery look. Okay, so now we want to do some of that glitter. Let me just try with spray. If that doesn't work, I'll run and get a glitter glue. But so this one, oh, that's the one thing about this palette that is really nice. There is actually no glitters in it. I think the majority of the palettes I got from them have glitters in them, but this one, it does not. So we are going to go into, because it is very pretty, so I want to try it. And this one is called Unapologetic, and it is this beautiful orange one. Let's actually do a swatch as well. Yeah, see, they go on quite nicely. See, there's like almost like eyeshadow, not too much gapping in between. Sometimes with glitters, like there's huge gaps in between, and then you don't leave a lot on your finger. So maybe what I might do is put it on my finger, and then I'm just gonna go like so, and then let's just tap it. I probably have to clean a little bit before I put on my base, so I might have to jump off for a sec. Let's see, this one's really pretty. See, it goes on really nicely. A little bit of fallout, but I also didn't use any glitter glue. So I'm just going to take a little brush here, and then I'm just going to help to kind of pat that on a little bit. Oh, that's pretty, right? So let's take a little bit more. Yeah. We're going to be putting that eyeliner through the test, let me tell you. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to take it on the brush, and then I'm going to spray it and see what that does. I don't need it to like last, like it's not going anywhere, unless I would all of a sudden get a surprise in my mailbox, but I doubt it. So yeah, see, it does definitely go on better with the finger though. So let's do that. We're gonna go again on our finger, the spray, and then tap it on. Yeah, see, then it goes on way better. Oh, putting the spray on after instead of first even works better too. Look at that. That's super nice. Oh, look at this one. I just keep staring at this. Now I'm like, why didn't I do an aqua eye? Look at that. So nice, right? Alrighty, so I'm gonna again tap with the brush here a little bit. So the conversation has gone from talking about my weekend and my work day to how this glitter is going on. Okay, so there we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go clean up all the fallout. I'm going to put the base part on and then come back and we'll use the other products that I have from C Color. So I'll be back. Okay, we've got our base on and now we can play with the Fantasy Glow Kit for highlight. We can play with the C Color Blossom blush, and it has, and because we're doing orange, it's nice that we've got these like orangey shades that we can use here. These mauves and pinks are pretty too, but I really like those three there. And then I have only one, I have a liquid lip and I have a lipstick from them. The liquid lip goes on nice, but it doesn't smell very good. And if there was a lip liner in the kit, I can't find it, but I do have this lipstick. And then it's like a more of a corally red, I think, when it goes on, but we'll see. Can't remember. I've worn it twice, I think. And then I have this liner that I want to use here, and this is their All A Day eyeliner. So let's do that first. Let's see how it goes over some glitter. Okay, not so bad. It's not feeling like it's pulling or anything, so that's good. Or skipping, even though there's glitter on my lashes or near my lash line there. But it is really going nicely over their glitters. Uh-oh, now I wish I bought like a dozen of these things for that cheap. Oh well, the things you learn, right? Yeah, it's not having any problem going over the glitter eyeshadow there at all. So there we go. Oh yeah, see, this one really nice. Okay, this is a really nice, well, like a felt tippy one. Felt tippy, yeah. Nice. Look at that. All right, let's pop that in there. Did I already want to do some mascara? Let's do it, and then we can do the rest of our face. There we go. I think that, I'm trying to remember if they had lashes. I think they might have done too, but I didn't pick any up. All right, so let's play with some blush. That's one thing I don't have in my jar, my big cat jar of brushes is face ones. Alrighty, so this is the Color Blossom. They don't have any names, so I'm going to start, let's just start with the light one and maybe we'll deepen it up with some of the other ones, but let's just start with the lightest one first and see how that does. And it looks like it has color payoff, so let's take a look. So we may not need to. Well, that's pretty. Oh yeah, that's nice. Make sure this time I'm grabbing the right one. Okay, so that is, yeah, so that is that shade there. It's very pretty, very subtle. Put a it looks like you can build it up. It's definitely. I am, yeah, you can see it's nice, but I am wanting, let's do a little bit of the brightest one. Ooh. And to do that a little bit more towards the apples and then blend up. Yeah, look at that. See, this is nice and intense. Remember, I always do a buff with my powder after, so that if it's a little bit too intense, that will fix it. But we're just going to. All right, so the latest one you can build up, and this bright one is bright. It's great. Okay, it's even brighter in person. Like I said, we will do a. Yeah, this is super bright. It's even brighter in person, like way brighter in person. Okay, so I will do that now. I'm gonna go and take my powder brush. I usually use a pressed powder, but I've been trying to pan my Laura Mercier powder kind of foundation. So when I'm using the stick foundation, I like to use this one instead of a regular pressed powder. So let's go and do that before we do the highlighter. Alrighty, so next up, let's play with a little highlighter. I have been using this highlighter brush from Juvia's Place the last little while, and I've been enjoying that. So let's go into the Fantasy Glow Kit, and there is a peachy one right there. So I think that's the one we're going to use. These ones as well don't have any name to them, but we're going to go and see. I've just tried 2 of them so far, so let's see how this one does. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's got some payoff. Yeah, I like this. And again, inexpensive. You got 6 shades. So we've got like 2 different types of pink, like a whitish one, a purple, a golden, and then a peachier shade. So you can cover most of your bases there. Just doesn't have a green. Okay, and then we're gonna be ready for a spray. I am now working on the Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray from Kimchi. I finished one of my Urban Decays, and I thought I'd move to this one and then go back to my other Urban Decay, and then I think that's it. Then I'll be needing to buy new setting spray. Okay, so there is that. Let's do lips really quick, and then I'll just do my hair and everything so I don't look like a total mess, and we can do some final thoughts. So here is their lipstick. There is no name on it. I think the lip kit was red. So there we go. Here we go. It's like a orange leaning red, so I thought that would work okay. So all right, we're gonna go and, like I said, clean our hair and everything so we look a little bit more put together, and we can have final thought. All right, here we are, a little bit more put together. Went out of my house dress, have my Protect Your Peace t-shirt on, and brushed out my hair, and now I feel a little bit more human with makeup on and ready to go. So there we go. This is it. Just a little, I was bored, needed something to do, so a little play with some C-Color Cosmetics, a little chat with y'all, and that's it. Again, it's a shame that you can't get it anymore. If you do have it, I hope you do play with it and you enjoy it, because I do. I really like it. Yes, I was going to do these, but I think I'm going to save these for another look, because these are from Midas Cosmetics. They're the cute little black stars, but I think I'm going to keep that for another look. I think I have one in mind already. So that's it. If you liked my yammering on video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still put on a little bit too much blush together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.